Alright, so we have our tank lid here, and you can see we have all of the holes drilled and they are filled with epoxy. So now what we're going to do is sand down this area over here, which has some raw epoxy that is still a bit waxy. So we're going to sand all of that down, and then we're going to re-drill those holes, and no core material will be exposed because we filled in everything with that thickened epoxy. So we have a watertight scenario here. I did notice that we have one or two little voids. Actually, there's only one little void right here, so I will mix up a quick batch and just kind of fill in that little void. Probably just didn't squirt enough in there, but everything else looks perfect, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so that looks pretty good, and now we're just going to drill those out quickly and sand down any rough edges, vacuum up the mess, and this thing will be ready to be painted. So we're going to paint the inside with the potable water epoxy, and then we'll install it. So we're getting really close, which is great, because I am ready to move on. This project has been going on for a long time, so it's good that we're getting close to wrapping it up. Alright, so all good, we are done, and basically we've only got this little void right here, and I'm going to fill that in, and then this will be ready for paint and installation. Alright, so we've got this plate which will go over here, and I cut off the extra fiberglass that I laid down. And now I'm just going to dig out some core around here and fill this in to, make this solid on the outsides. And, we'll drill the holes just like we did here and make sure to fill those holes too. You don't really need to with this because no water's going to be getting in there. So I'm not going to be too anal about it. But, it is best practices for the compression that we're going to be putting on the screws, which again, it's not that much, but we'll just try to do the best job that we possibly can, as we do with everything. So yeah, we're going to dig this core out. Alright, so we finished filling this up with epoxy, and I taped it up, and we're just going to let this cure. The epoxy up there on the pan liner is also curing, and yeah, next time I think I'll bring that potable water epoxy coating so we can coat the underside of this thing, and then I believe we will be pretty darn close to fiberglassing the lid in and moving on to the next project. So that's pretty exciting.